So my initial timing is set at about 11 before. So I'm just trying to get it marked out. I don't know if you could see it when I had it running. So I know where I'm based at right now. I got the carburetor plugged off from the distributor. So now I have to set it at a different location. So I'm gonna figure out where I need to set it, but I just wanted to show where it sits as is right now. And once I figure out where I want to set it, and then we'll mess with it some more. So that's where we're sitting. I had a comment that they want to see more of my car instead of just, you know, the engine and stuff working. So I'm gonna try and do a quick walk around too, for you can see what I'm doing. Of course, there's the pipes. Needs a bath too, so maybe I'll do a car wash video. There's the inside. I still need to change out that seat. And the back. Yep. So gauges look really nice. I know people kind of want to see what I'm doing. Of course, I did my dash. I don't think everybody's seen like all my videos, so I'm just kind of showing it off a little bit real quick. And then of course the front end here. All right, so let me finish what I'm doing here and see what we need to do. All right. Okay, so now I know where my initial setting is at 11. So I'm gonna hook up the vacuum back up, and then I'm gonna do the timing light again to see if it matches or if it's more or less or whatever. That will tell me if my vacuum's screwed up, you know, instead of the timing. So it could be that also. So we're gonna hook this back up and take the reading and see what it says. So the initial timing was 11, and so we'll hook it up and see how close we are. Okay, so I couldn't even show it on the video because it's way before with the vacuum. So it's like actually almost at the top of the engine. So that's my initial setting, or with the vacuum on. So from there we're gonna look up and see what we got to do. So that's my two initial readings, and we'll go from there. Okay, so it does have an aftermarket cam and everything. After talking with my dad, and you know, he's been a mechanic forever and ever and ever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm plugging that line off again and just loosen it up enough to where I'm able to turn it by hand, and that way you know, your engine won't turn your distributor. And so then now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and adjust it down to probably 8 and see what it does there. You know, he's thinking, and I'm kind of thinking that 11's a little high. Because the thing is, I don't know what type. We don't know what type of cam is in there, so we don't know what to set it at. So we're gonna go with around 8 and see, you know, how well it runs then. So we're gonna do that. I can't unfortunately hold this and do the timing light and the distributor all at once. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the light, you know, and just kind of adjust the distributor just a little bit until I get down to about 8. So not too hard, but I just can't film it. So all right, we're gonna do that and see where we sit. Oh, and so where the line goes up further, so that means my vacuum is working, so I don't have any vacuum problems, you know, going to my distributor. So that's a good sign. So that just tells me that we have to take it down a little bit. So okay, all right. All right, got it set at 8. It's not backfiring as bad. It takes, like, you know, some really good revs to get in up and down to where it'll backfire. I haven't taken it around the block. I'm gonna let it cool down and do a cold start again and see how the idle is with a cold start. So we'll let that sit, and then we'll come back and figure out what else needs to be done there. I'm also thinking it might be the power valve that's inside the carburetor there. It might be blown, so we might, if I can't figure out get the timing right and everything, I'll tear that open and see for the power valve. So yeah, and while I'm at it, while I got it torn apart, I'll look at other things and clean it up. So might be the power valve, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what they did at the shop. They got it set at 11. I'm gonna go online and see what a 383 sits at, because I know it has a different cam in there, because I opened up the internals here and everything. So I just don't know what type of cam, and I don't know if it's actually a 383, because I haven't pulled off the bottom pan. So like I said, I'm just guessing here. I should have bought this gun a long time ago and took the initial reading before I took it into them. And yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out. Thanks. Okay, so after doing some more reading, if it is a 383, I need to start it. I get the initial setting at 14 to 16 and go up from there instead of coming down. On a base engine, which we took it down to 8, is still too low. So now I'm going to bring it up higher to see if that makes a difference. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm just going to try and do it by ear. I'm going to take it up to 14, 16 area, and then I'm just going to try and move it by ear. And then once it, starts, was it misfiring a little bit, then I'll bring it back and we'll try and go from there. So because now I'm thinking I'm too low after reading, because it does have a cam in it. So, and I do believe they made this into a 383. Like I said, I'm not sure, so we're gonna try and mess with it that way. We're gonna give it a cold start and see what it does. So once again, I need both hands, so we'll see what happens. All right, set at 20. Now we're just gonna tilt it a little bit. You can hear just the idle come down. So that's probably too much. Okay, so I got the initial setting down at 16. I'm just guessing at the total because I don't have a marker on there. So I'm guessing at the total, and it looks, I'm just trying to roughly guess, but probably in the 30s. But I'm not getting no pop or anything now, so I set it up to 16. So I started at 11, took it down to 8. 8 didn't seem to do dilly squat. So now I moved it up to 16. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it for a drive and see if there's any hesitation or any popping noise or anything like that. And then we'll go from there. All right, took it for a cruise, and it pulled strong for a little bit. No backfire at all. So I took it up to about 16, but now it hesitates still. It wasn't giving me a hesitation before, but it would backfire. But now, so I'm getting a little hesitation. So my timing's still not right. So now I know it's the timing, because there's no backfire now. But I get the initial, like I said, lag when I kind of step on it. So, and when I accelerate. So it's kind of like, just, I don't know. Anyway, so I know it's the timing now. So I just got to get it dialed in. So I know I'm fairly close. I'm gonna let it sit a little bit because it's nice and hot. So before I do anything else, I'll just kind of wait a little bit closer. But at least the backfire is gone. No more backfire. Okay, so after doing some more research and everything with a hotter cam, these like to actually be up in the 18 and 20 degree mark. So I'm going to bump it up a little bit more and go from there and see what my total is. So, because I'm still having a little hesitation. So I think I need to be closer to 20, And when I was trying to do it by ear, it was initially up closer to 20, but I thought that was a little high. So I'm going to try and adjust it to near there. My low marker doesn't go up that high, and I don't have a tape on there, so I'm just kind of eyeballing it. But yeah, I need to go up a little bit more, and I think that'll take my hesitation out. So we're going to do that real quick and take it for a spin and see. All right, just got back from a drive. 20 degrees is where it needs to be sitting at. No hesitation, no backfire. It pulls strong. So 20 degrees. So that makes me think I really do have a 383. Because like I said, I bought it from a guy that he was just flipping it. He didn't know what he had. And so anyway, that's, I think, what we got. Man, now that I got my speedometer working, I can see exactly how fast. And I'll tell you what, it does pick up pretty quick. I don't know how, I'll have to video record it, take it for a spin and record it to see my 0 to 60, or a rough one anyway, because you can at least see the speed as I step on it. So all I need to do now is tighten down that distributor, and we're ready to rock and roll. So we first, because I was talking to my dad, so the reason we went down to 8 degrees first is because that's roughly about a stock engine. We knew it had a cam, but we wanted to see where it set down to 8 degrees, and it just made more mess. So then we went up, started going up a little bit more and more and more, and then I just decided to go read what a 383 sits at, instead of trying to go degree by degree by degree until I find the right little spot. And someone on actually Camaro forums that had a 383 were having the same problems, and so they suggested to bump it up to 1820. So now that I got it dialed in, I'm very pleased. You can see I did everything in the carburetor. Now the carburetor is ready to go. I'm getting that nice squirt from the accelerator pump through that nozzle, and hopefully nothing else breaks down for a while. I mean, maybe I can drive this thing a little bit. So I wanted to drive it a lot more because it's starting to get hot. This Sunday is supposed to be almost 100 degrees. So, oh boy. Anyway, so I might have missed a lot of the driving season already, but I could still drive in 100 degrees. I got a convertible. Who cares? Anyway, so yeah, I think I got it set now. So I really appreciate you guys, sticking with me, and because I'm just a shade tree mechanic. I'm no pro. I know the basics, and I hope this helps other people. Because that's how you learn, by doing. So get in there and do it. Try it. I mean, if you blow up the engine, you blow up the engine. Go get a new one. No, just kidding. But that's how you learn. So I feel I got really lucky now that I'm finding out more about the engine and stuff like that. So like I said, I got it for a pretty decent price. Just needs a lot of the bugs worked out. So yeah, so maybe the next video or two, it needs a bath, really bad, and then I'll do another driving video. I'll try and get the speedometer if I can. I don't know if I can get something to hold down on there to view it, or I need some type of clamp or something. So, but thanks again, guys. So thanks again for sticking with me.